Alright, so what's up, guys? I got a great story to tell. I'm just gonna get right into it. This story takes place over the summer at a boardwalk. Um, so about 6 years back, might have been 6 years, I don't even know at this point. I met this kid on Xbox, and we became friends for a while, and it's like a tradition, we meet up over the summer. Now, this was only like 3 months ago. More than that, actually, like 4 or 5. And he brought a couple of friends so that we drove around for a bit. Again, I was the driver because they're all a year younger than me, and the one that was my age and older than me actually didn't have his car because their mom brought him. But basically, we stayed at the same hotel. My mom came with me, but I drove her, and I stayed for what I think was like 5 or 6 days. And my mom was gonna leave that night, and so was I, until my sister came down. So I wanted to stay longer, and my sister took my mom home. And yeah, instead of leaving, it stormed. So I stayed there because it's like an hour and a half from my house. I stayed in their room. Their mom didn't care. She loved me. It's pretty nice. And then shit gets interesting. We decide in pouring rain and a storm, we're gonna go to the boardwalk, see what we can do, try to find people, and we did. We found a group of girls. We found a few friends, and they were pretty chill. So we went back to our hotel and sat in the lobby. It's outside, but it's like covered. So I mean, it wasn't even raining at that point, but now it's like I don't know, 12 o'clock at night. And we're just sitting in a circle talking, and girls being girls or just being annoying, trying to hook up with a couple of the people. I was just kind of sitting there because I was bored. I didn't like them. They were pretty annoying. And then my friend's like, "Oh, I have a cart back in my room," and they had a bat. That's basically why we were talking to them. So ours was dead. That's why we needed their bat. And I was like, fuck it, I'll go back. I'll get it. Because really, I couldn't stand being next to them. They were so annoying. They pissed me off. But things get worse. After I got the cart, I was like, alright, fine. I get the first one since I ran to go get it. And they did. They let me get a couple. And after about 20 minutes, I was kind of sitting there. And this girl asked for my jewel. So I gave her it. And they were passing it around. I didn't really care. Because, I was a nicotine addict at the time. So it really didn't bother me. I thought it was being pretty chill. Until my friend whispers to me, "Give me their bat. I'm gonna steal it." I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, they were pretty chill. He's like, "No, they're fucking annoying." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm not the only one. So he's gonna take it, and I think they noticed, and they start freaking out. And this girl takes my jewel, and she's like, "Give me back the bat now." And I was like, "What did I do? Just can I have my jewel back?" And she was being a bitch, and she's like, "No, not until I get my bat." So my one friend, who was just they were they were hooking up, just reaches over, grabs the jewel, and the girl he was hooking up with goes to take it back, and he grabs her wallet out of her hand, rips it open, and just throws it across the street. So now there's just money everywhere. Like, all of her cards and shit, everything in there is just on the street. They're freaking the fuck out. My friend just goes straight up, "Fuck you, we're leaving." So we walk back to our room while they're on the street, and you can just hear them like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And they're freaking out. We're all dying laughing. We get back to the room, and none of us knew what to do. We were just cracking up for a good like 15 minutes. Half of us were high at the time, so it was just even funnier. Um, so about 10 minutes later, we're sitting there, we're all eating. My friend made pizza rolls, so they were all munching down on that. And all of a sudden, we hear a knock, and I don't even know what they said, but they ding dong ditched our room and the old woman that was staying in the room next to us, and they said like, uh, it was like order for Jane or some shit like that. They were acting like a pizza company. And then we get another knock at our door and we go to answer it because we see them running all the way across. But it was the old lady this time. She's like, "Were you ding dong ditching me?" And we're like, "No, we just got one too." And we just let it go. They were obviously mad because she just lost probably a lot of her money because we chucked it across the street, and we almost stole their bat, but we didn't. Uh, yeah, so another 10 minutes passes, and now at this point, me and like four of the kids, we were just sitting on the couch. Like, none of us wanted to do anything. We were just sitting there because you know those feelings. We were just vibing. And then my one other friend, he's paranoid because he knew something. They were just gonna keep coming back, and they did. They fucked with us again. They came and they knocked on our door and they just ran away again. Well, this time it didn't go so well. My friend's mom rips the door open and she's just standing there with the like utmost look of just fucking anger. Like she wanted to tear our souls out of our fucking body at that point. Like she's just staring into our eyes. And the funniest part of it was none of us knew how to take it seriously. We all turned to each other and we were laughing. But she didn't know why. She's like, "Be quiet now." And she just freaks the fuck out on us. I don't even remember what else she said. But then she like slams the door shut and goes back to sleep. And me and these like four other people just start looking at each other. And we were dying laughing just for another like 15 minutes. We just look at each other for no reason and just start cracking up. And of course, we were being quiet except for the laughing. And his mom just opens the door and she's got that same look on her face. So it just made it even worse. But yeah, that's gonna end it. I mean, those girls were pretty interesting. I mean, I hope she got her money back. They annoyed me, but I mean, that's a dick move. But I thought it was pretty funny, so yeah, if you like that video, I'm gonna make sure to actually have comments on it this time. I don't know why YouTube disabled comments on the last one. So yeah, link in my Twitch, link in the description. It's my Twitch. Go give that a follow. Check it out. I stream every once in a while. I'll tell some stories. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start doing these daily. I have a lot more queued up, basically scheduled. So keep checking back.